everybody else.
Absolutely. I see. I believe there is a God, but I'm very open minded to, like, that's why I came up here, because I don't just like to hear what people say. I like to go out and find it for myself, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
So why don't you believe, I guess, in the Christian God, if that's
Well, they're all the same to me, my man. Every single God and every single religion is all the same to me.
okay? Now, okay, then why don't you believe in a God, I guess?
I don't see any evidence or proof for it whatsoever. I mean, I keep running around the house looking for this babysitter, and I can't find him. So, you know what I mean? I can't. Again, if there's somebody up there, there might be, but there's just no evidence whatsoever.
All right. So you would have to see it to believe it, then, right?
And that's just not just gods. That's anything. That's Bigfoot,
Uh,
UFOs, Santa Claus, tooth fairies. I put it all in the same bowl, man. I need to see it, or just give me some really good evidence.
All right.
So can I throw some at
I'm
you
not,
real quick?
yeah, absolutely, man.
So let's say me and you walk in this house. The outside of the house is completely effing run down. It's horrible. It's disgusting. We walk inside the house. It's the same thing. It's disgusting, man. Now, if you look hard enough, you might see a little rose or a flower in the corner. You might see some pretty things here and there. But would you agree that the conclusion we'd have to come to is that nobody lives in that home because of how chaotic it is, correct?
That's very optimistic, but yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Right. No, no, I'm with you. I'm saying that it is possible that somebody lives in that dump, like, you know what I mean? But we would have to come to the
I get what you're
conclusion.
saying.
But
Yeah.
when you see everything in disorder and chaos and murder and just violence, you start to say, man, there's no way somebody's up there looking and just looking. They're not coming down to do anything to stop it. They're just watching. I think it hits me in a very, it makes me uncomfortable, to be honest with you, because that's just crazy.
Can I give you a respectable comeback to that?
Go for it.
And the Bible, in the Bible it says we have free will, right? And God, if God is down here making sure we're all being nice and whatever, and making sure we're all being who we're supposed to be, well, that wouldn't be free will, would it?
So here's the problem I have with that, my man. I'm going off
Absolutely.
I'm going off all these claims I keep hearing about. God help me find my keys. God help my football team win the Super Bowl. God help me find a job. I hear millions of these claims. So the free will has nothing to do with it because God is looking down and he's reaching in, helping people. He's answering prayers. He's changing things around. He's changing the plans. See
You
what I'm
know
saying?
that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and I get that a lot when I ask about, hey, why was the God looking down at the football player, the quarterback, praying to win the Super Bowl, and then the little girl in the basement going through all those things? Every time I ask that, they say, well, it's about free will. And I'm thinking, well, no, because you already admitted that he can reach down and answer prayers. So that's the problem I have.
That's a pretty decent argument. Like I said, I'm pretty open minded to everything like this. Um, Again, let me think about this for a sec.
I,
God
pre- I,
does answer
appreciate,
prayers to those who pray.
I
Or, I mean,
appreciate you being open minded too, man.
absolutely. You can't go far with a narrow mindset.
No, sir.
If anything, you'd be brainwashed.
That's right.
But yeah, I'd say, for me personally, from my personal experience, I've really seen God work in my life. But it's hard to, I don't know why God does the things He does. It's kind of the bigger plan. But I get where you're coming from. It's super hard to try to explain away those things, why God allows those things to happen.
So,
Whenever I have a bad experience in my life, I don't think, oh man, God's not here for me. I look at it as like a test, like God's testing me, or like this to show me I'm strong enough to get through this, if that makes sense.
no, it does, but then think about like the parent right now who's drowning their kid at this moment. Somewhere in the world, somebody's drowning their kid in a bathtub because they're evil. You know what I mean? So so
Yeah.
so again, so if there is this Jesus or God looking down, man, you should go straight to that girl, no hesitation, because I would, and I'm hoping you would. I know my mom's on the line. I know she would. I know Stabby. I know Cool Papa, Alistair, Melissa. If we seen it happening, we are bombing on it and stopping it, or at least trying to, or call the cops or something. But
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
we're not
full on
gonna
absolutely.
after.
we're not gonna watch it happen and then just walk past. You know what I mean? So I apply that to the God thing. It's like, hey, there should be no difference. You know, but yeah, that's I would
You know,
I
that's
would
one of
I
the
would just
hardest questions to answer.
it is it
What?
is.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I don't have the answer for that. I'm afraid. I mean, I could come up with the like excuses all day long about why that stuff. But the truth and honest, I don't know why God allows that kind of stuff to happen. But I'd like to believe that there is a God and that He is working. I bet there's more qualified people to answer these questions than me. But me personally, I'd like to believe in the better answer than opposed to when I die, I'm just gonna see black. If that makes sense.
Yeah, well, to let you know, man, that's what I believe in, and that's what I look forward to. And here's why: the world is a scary place, man. Plus, I have really bad anxiety and depression, so the disturbing thoughts that I think about all day long, every day. The little girl in the basement, or somebody beating their dog, or I can't get these things out of my head, man. They won't get out of my head. So when I pass and it's all peace and it's black, that sounds peaceful to me, man, because I will never have to see another thought like that. I will never have to hear about a child going through that pain, a dog getting beat. I'll never have to see or hear it again, man.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? That's